And what's going on, Read My Lips people? We are back. So this segment's going to be a little different, right? Because with the recent announcement that the Dems are going to try and impeach President Trump, there's been a lot of talk and a lot of controversy around what's happening. And obviously there's some people that are opposed to it, and there's some people that are for it. And I just wanted to get into the intricacies of the impeachment process and what impeachment really is, and if it's even possible, right? I've come to find that there are a lot of people that are ignorant on the whole process. They don't even know what an impeachment really is. They have sort of like a general idea, but they don't really know what is entailed in an impeachment process, or even what an impeachment inquiry is, etc. And look, would I like to see Trump impeached? Absolutely. If you've come to my channel, you already know I'm a Bernie supporter. I like to see Bernie Sanders as POTUS, and as our next POTUS. I am not a Trump fan. However, there are a lot of people that are speaking on the subject that have no idea what they're talking about, right? And if you've scoured social media within the last couple days, people are claiming a victory for Democrats, and I've seen posts of people saying, Republicans are quiet now, or all the Trump supporters don't have anything to say now, or take that, finally a win, and stupid shit like that, because quite honestly, the Democrats haven't won anything. They're, in my opinion, they're wasting their time. And I'm going to show you why. And, you know, I want you to take this video and really listen to it. And if you still have the same opinion about this whole impeachment thing at the end, then so be it. Okay? If you happen to change your mind, or it brings a new light to surface for you, then, you know, that's great as well. But, you know, it got old real quick, being on social media and seeing, you know, Democrats or the defaults. I call some people the defaults, meaning they just take what the news feeds them, the CNNs, the MSNBCs, or in some cases the Fox News, and they just go with that. They don't think outside of the box. They don't do any research of their own. They just take what the news says, and they immediately make a decision based on what the news is feeding them. And in this day and age, that is not the greatest choice to make. So for the defaults, for the people who, you know, they heard impeachment and they're like, good, we got this. For the people that think it's a victory, really pay attention to this, because I'm going to get into some things that might change your mind. All right, so first and foremost, what is an impeachment, or what is a presidential impeachment? So impeachment in the United States is the process by which the lower house of a legislator brings charges against a civil officer of government for crimes alleged to have been committed. Okay, so boom. Pretty much you all knew what that, or you knew what that meant, or you, as I'm assuming, right? So how can a president be removed from office? The president, vice president, and all civil officers of the United States shall be removed from office on impeachment for A, conviction of treason, B, bribery, or C, other high crimes and misdemeanors. So A, B, and C. You got treason, bribery, and other high crimes and misdemeanors. So in this case, Pelosi and the Dems are going after Trump because of the Ukraine situation. And so one thing people have to know, and one thing I've noticed is people will say, Trump's done all these bad things, it's about time he gets impeached. And you're not wrong, Trump has done a ton of shitty things, But what you have to understand is that's not why they're doing an impeachment inquiry. All those bad things that bothered you, all those things you don't like about Donald Trump, that's not up for discussion. What's up for discussion is Trump asking a foreign government for information on one of us, on Joe Biden, right? That's all this impeachment is about. Not all about all the other shitty shit he's done, not about Russia, about all that other stuff that might bother you, not about the one thing that you probably have some leeway with, the emoluments clause, not about that at all, right? This impeachment is about Trump talking to a foreign government, asking them for dirt on Joe Biden. Now, that being said, Trump asked for dirt and Trump got dirt. So you need to keep this in mind, that the way he went about asking for this dirt obviously was not okay, but there is dirt. And if you're ignoring the dirt that he found on Joe Biden, then you're showing your true colors. So if you tell me, I don't care about what he found on Joe Biden, I just don't like Trump and I want him gone, then you're not an honest actor. However, if you're saying, look, the way he got the information is bad and I want him gone, and also we need to focus on this Joe Biden shit that we found out, then okay, I'll give you the head nod. But a lot of people aren't doing that. They're like, shh, don't look over here. What, Joe Biden, what are you talking about? Even, mainstream media has gone out to bat for Joe Biden, even though corruption in the Biden name was found. Now, Trump has a defense, right? Trump told people he was going to drain the swamp. He said that. Joe Biden's corrupt, and Trump's like, what? I told you that. I told you that I was going to do. I told you I was going to drain the swamp. Joe Biden's corrupt, so I'm calling him out and I'm getting rid of him. Yeah, the way I went about it isn't great, but I told you what I was going to do. Now, is Trump corrupt too? Absolutely. Is Trump part of the swamp? Absolutely. But when it comes to Donald Trump, common sense isn't so common. All right, moving on. So who becomes the president after an impeachment? Right? The current Presidential Succession Act was adopted in 1947 and it was last revised in 2006. And the line of succession follows as such: Vice President, Speaker of the House, President pro tempore of the Senate, and after that, then the eligible heads of federal executive departments who form the president's cabinet. So pretty much if Trump, by some miracle got impeached, next up in line would be Mike Pence. So you didn't win. If by some miracle you got to impeach Trump, Mike Pence is up next, okay? So it's not a win-win for anybody. But yes, the succession would be Vice President and then Speaker of the House. So the next question is, what exactly is an impeachment inquiry? So pretty much what that is it is the first step in the impeachment process. And it means lawmakers will investigate what, if any, high crimes and misdemeanors Trump has committed. And so how many Democrats need to be on board for this impeachment to go through? So if you bring it to the floor of the House, you're gonna need at least 218 votes in the House to pass anything. And look, I'm gonna tell you, not all Democrats are gonna be on board with the impeachment. Okay? But as of recently, I will give credit where credit is due. As of recently, I believe, as of Tuesday, 57 more House Democrats that were on the fence about the impeachment came out to support the impeachment inquiry into Trump. So, to be honest, it's looking good that it'll pass on the House, in the House rather. But that's not where the problem lies. The House is, in my opinion, pretty much a given. And so from the House, there it's going to go to the Senate, where it's going to die. And this is why I say, if you looked at my other video about Pelosi, it's in the card above, vying for impeachment. And this is what I've been telling everybody, I spoke to in real life and on social media, that the impeachment wasn't a good idea. And for those that are baffled as to why I say this and why it's a waste of time, it's because of this. It has to go through the Senate. And as it stands now, there's no evidence that the Republican-controlled Senate wants to confront Trump in such a way. In fact, on Monday, Senate Republicans were defending Trump, right? And it would be the House Democrats' job to uncover something that could change the Republicans' mind. And the Senate, they would have to hold a trial and vote on whether to acquit or convict Trump. But look, I've seen multiple different polls. Some saying that a majority of Americans support the impeachment. But then on the other hand, I've seen a Quinnipiac poll showing that majority of Americans, 57%, didn't support the impeachment. So, if you're looking at polls as to determine, if, the American people supported impeachment, I think the polls that are more accurate are the ones that are saying they are for it. I know it was as low as 30-something% that were for it at one point, but it's been steadily increasing. So that's good. That's good. But look, it's going to die in the Senate. If you think that there's some chance that Republicans are going to impeach Trump, you're living in a fairy tale. You're living in La La Land. That's just not going to happen. And that's why I say it's a waste of time. A, because of what Trump did discover. Like, you can't ignore that. And B, if this fails, which it will when it gets to the Senate, you've now given him even more ammo, right? If you look at what happened with Bill Clinton, when a president goes through impeachment, as if Clinton is a good example, I understand that they're going through two different things. Clinton got a blowjob in the White House, and Trump, asked for dirt from a foreign government. But Clinton's ratings went up, right? People started fucking with him more. And that is a possibility that could happen with Donald Trump. And he'd be Teflon Don. Like, you tried to get me again and you failed, right? You tried it and you failed. What a waste of time, right? You tried to get rid of me and you failed. Now let's keep talking about corrupt Joe Biden. It's not a tactical move, and it's not a smart political move in my opinion, because it's not going to go through, right? I don't even think Joe Manchin would be on board with an impeachment. He might, but I think it's a high possibility he wouldn't be. So yeah, look, if I thought impeachment was something that could happen, I'd be all for it. But if you know anything about politics, if you know how this thing works, you know it's going to get to the Senate and it's going to get shot down. It's going to be snuffed out, and it will be a colossal waste of time. So yeah, that's just a quick breakdown of how this whole impeachment thing works. And look, on a different note, I think Biden's done. Look, the more one questions Trump's actions and motives, the more one wonders, why is Biden's son getting such a lucrative position when we all have to go to work for a living? The Democrats will, try to impeach Trump sometime in December or January, and Trump gets to subpoena all the actors, including Biden, to explain why his son is being placed on the board of directors of a government-run gas conglomerate, and why Biden was bragging about getting the prosecutor fired for looking into this. Right? Pay for play. Biden's fucked. And the Democrats know this, and that's why they're scrambling to do this impeachment. So, I just wanted to, let you guys know how the process worked. If you still feel the same about it, at the end of this, that after I ran through everything, if you still feel like, yes, we should go through with impeachment and fail, then by all means, that's on you. But if you've seen that, it's a waste of time, then, welcome aboard. We agree. So let me know in the comment section below. Do you think the Democrats should continue down this road of impeachment? Or are you like me in the thinking that they're just wasting their time? Let me know in the comment section below. If you like what you see, if you like what you hear, please like, comment, subscribe. If not, let me know in the comment section why. I'm always down to talk about it. Hopefully I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace.